Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. We are broadcasting from the Capital Region International Airport, which is our home studio, as a matter of fact. We're going to venture down to Detroit right now and spend a little time with truly one of our favorite people. Sandy Baruah is the CEO of the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce, headquartered in Detroit, Michigan, also one of my favorite cities, by the way. Sandy, it is good to have you on. Happy New Year, my friend.
Happy New Year to you, Chris, and the team.
Well, and I was just going to say, I think that more than anything, speaking of teams, we were both up pretty late last night.
I know we're getting old. It's getting past our bedtime, but boy, that Michigan game was worth every minute of it. Fantastic. So happy. So happy for the University of Michigan. So happy for Coach Harbaugh and JJ McCarthy and President Ono. It's awesome.
It's been incredible for the state of Michigan, quite frankly.
Absolutely. And we're going to do the same thing with the Lions, right?
Yeah, now, wouldn't that be something, honest to God, coming out of hibernation? Oh, I guess that's yours. So anyway, let's talk a little bit. Remind everybody about your service area, because when you say Detroit, you forget, oh yeah, they have all the businesses in Detroit, but you guys are far reaching.
Yeah, actually, we covered 11 county region, which is the entire Southeast Michigan region. It's about 5 million people who live in our region. Obviously, not all 5 million people are members of the Detroit Regional Chamber because we're a principals-only business organization. And actually, most of our membership comes from Oakland County. That's the highest percentage of all the counties that are involved with us. Oakland County is our number one.
Well, there's a lot of businesses located in Oakland County, so I can see that happening.
Exactly, especially a lot of the auto companies, especially the tier one suppliers. They're a huge part of our business.
So let's do a little reflection. That's what's always popular this time of year. How did 2023 go for you guys?
Well, listen, for the organization, it went fabulously well. I mean, financially, we're in terrific shape. Membership-wise, we're in terrific shape. Some of our key initiatives, such as, Mich Auto, which is the statewide automotive cluster association, all of our education and talent work, our work around aerospace and defense, our work in Lansing and Washington on the lobbying front, all went incredibly well. But Chris, what I'm most excited about, and I'm anxious for you to see it, is that we moved into new office space in downtown Detroit. We took a floor in 1 Kennedy Square, which is only 2 blocks away, but we gutted the floor, customized it all to ourselves, lots of glass, lots of tile. It's a showcase place now.
Unbelievable. I wasn't dissatisfied with where you were, but this sounds.
This is much nicer, and more importantly for you and I, Chris, we have a wine bar, so we're very excited about that.
What are you doing for lunch tomorrow? Hey, so congratulations on that. Now, are you actually moved there now at this point?
Yeah, we've been in about 6 months.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I haven't been down there for a while to see you, but this is going to hasten that lunch we keep talking about having.
Absolutely.
All right, 2023. You alluded to Mich Auto. I got to tell you, there's not many people we enjoy working with more than Glenn Stevens. He does a great job for you guys. Give everybody a little bit of the history of Mich Auto.
So when I came to Michigan from Washington to take this job, I was really shocked to learn that there was not anywhere in the state of Michigan an association, a business association dedicated to maintaining and growing Michigan's automotive and mobility industry. There just wasn't one. So Mich Auto had actually kind of had a false start right before kind of the Great Recession. We took that on, took the leadership, the volunteer leadership, the business leadership from that, it kind of brought them into our circle, and we basically built Mich Auto. We eventually hired Glenn Stevens, which, as you alluded to, was certainly one of our better decisions. Glenn is just awesome. And so now we have a full-time business association dedicated to nothing other than growing and maintaining Michigan's automotive and mobility presence.
Well, and it's tremendous because the timing was great as well. They needed help. They needed representation. And so that was a tremendous piece of work.
And look how well they're doing now compared to what they were doing, frankly, 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
You're absolutely right. All right, let's look forward, because that's what you guys always do. What are you anticipating in 2024?
Well, one of the big things that we're really kind of rallying around is the governor's population commission that I was happy to serve on. Our Detroit Policy Conference that's coming up on the 11th of January is going to be focused on that theme. We really want to figure out how do we not just grow our population, but how do we grow our economy? Michigan, despite all of our assets, we have not been growing. I mean, when you look at even the states around us, let alone the national averages, we are just paling in comparison in the growth of our economy and the growth of our population. So we've got to fix that.
No, you're absolutely right. And some of this goes to placemaking, some of this goes to opportunity. It's interesting at the same time, each one of the regions in Michigan keeps talking about we're trying to recruit this business here. We're trying to get these, 300 employees or 2,000 employees, whatever the case may be. And you keep saying to yourself, where are we going to get these people? Because it's the talent piece
Right.
that's the challenge.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Listen, access to talent are, international and national businesses' #1 priority. Fortunately, Michigan does good at that in some areas. We've got a great hardworking workforce, a kind of high skilled labor. We're great at the PhD level, frankly, and engineers, but kind of, at the IT and the rest of it, we're not doing as well as we should. So we need to do better.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You can't manufacture people, so you and I are going to go to work on this immigration reform.
Well, maybe you and I need to go back to health class. I think there is a manufacturing process involved there.
I hope so. Okay. Sandy Baruah, thanks so much for joining us. Always good to see you, my friend, CEO of the Detroit Regional Chamber of Commerce.
Always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm Chris Holman. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network.